The Sanskrit language is ancient and it has so much depth to it. A lot of times when we translate a Sanskrit word into English, it has a lot of different translations because we're trying to find the essence of the word in Sanskrit. And really the only way to really find that essence is to use the word and experience the word. Vinyasa is one of these words, and I'd love to explain it to you a little bit more. My name is Christina Raskin. I'm the founder here at Soul Thrive. And Soul Thrive is really passionate about all aspects of yoga because it's really holistic. It's about the physical practice, yes, but it's also about the philosophy, the mindfulness, the meditation. And by encompassing all of these in our practice, on and off the mat, we're able to find more peace and contentment. All right, this word vinyasa, we hear it all the time. So what does it translate to? Vinyasa can mean to place your body with awareness, with care. When I place my hand somewhere and I'm very aware of it, or I step my foot somewhere, if I'm moving with mindfulness and awareness, this is vinyasa. It can also be defined as linking poses together, marrying that movement with your breath, and flowing it together in this kind of dance-like movement. Oftentimes it's translated as flow. There are also 5 different elements that many people believe need to be present if it's going to be a true vinyasa. So one of them, of course, is intention. As I mentioned already, this awareness. We want to move with intention. I don't just step my foot forward or throw my arm up. It's very intentional. So that's one element. Another element is drishti. Drishti is our gaze point, what I'm looking at. And when I focus my eyes on something, when I have a drishti point, it also helps me with that intention. If I focus the eyes, it will help to focus the mind. Another quality is mula bandha. Mula bandha is this energetic lock at the base of our pelvis, and we activate through mula bandha and pull that in and up, and it helps to lock in the prana at the base of our pelvis at our root chakra. So those are the first 3 qualities of this vinyasa movement. The next one, of course, probably the most important, is the breath. We have to have awareness of the breath as we do the vinyasa. And then the last one, the most obvious probably, is movement. It is this moving flow. So those are the 5 qualities that we want to have if we're doing something that we're going to call vinyasa. Thus, really, a lot of different movement patterns can be called vinyasa. A lot of teachers have started to use the vinyasa as kind of a shorthand or slang to explain the specific flow from downward dog, forward to plank, chaturanga or belly, to your back bend of cobra or up dog, and back to downward dog. That whole flow from downward dog to downward dog, a lot of teachers now call the vinyasa, and they'll use it in kind of a slang way. Take a vinyasa here if you'd like. And they're talking about downward dog, plank, down to chaturanga or belly, your back bend, and then back to downward dog. That's one way that it's used. But really, if you have those 5 qualities that I mentioned, anything can be a vinyasa. Downward dog, stepping forward to high crescent lunge, to warrior 3, that could be a vinyasa. As long as you have intention, you have your drishti or your gaze point, you have mula bandha or the root lock at the base of your spine, you're breathing, and you're moving, then it would be considered a vinyasa. Also, a moving or walking meditation out in nature could be considered vinyasa. If you're moving the body with care and awareness, then it qualifies under the definition of vinyasa.